Right. I guess, does everybody know everybody? No? Okay. Roger? Question pick.
Randy Jones.
Randy Jones? Byron?
Bill Weiler, WA0OST.
John? And then we got another William. That's someone. Where are you, William?
You talking to me, Bob?
Are you talking to him?
Yes.
You can call me Bill. I'm in lovely Viera, Florida.
Here. Oh, okay. Just a little introduction. Sure, unless it's been a long time ago, everybody's familiar with the exams. Just in case you forgot. In the general, it's still 35 questions. In this class, I based it on Dan Romanchik's No Nonsense Study Guide, which I think I sent everybody a PDF copy of. If not, let me know. It will be 5 sessions. And I said 4 hours. Normally we don't go that long. Probably 3. We do 2 of the sub elements each week. And he starts off with the technical stuff first and puts the rules and regulations, safety, those kind of things towards the end. It's a free class. This is an outline. We're going to do electrical principles and circuit components today. Practical circuits get into like amplifiers, modulators, things like that. And then different kinds of modulation schemes and signal to emissions. Week 3, hopefully Byron will be here, talk about antennas and feed lines. Is that a QRP week?
Why not? Third week is QRP.
Would that be?
Let me see.
2 weeks from today.
That may be. Actually, I don't think so. Next QRP will be August 19th. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. Will be. All right. You can do radio practices with call CQ and how to answer a call. And that kind of stuff, I guess, Q codes, those kind of things. Then safety, and then all the FCC rules. So you can read ahead in the study guide. It's recommended. His material is a little different than mine in that I followed his order, but I don't necessarily use the material out of the book. I did my own. And I concentrated on just trying to have enough information to answer the question so you understand the question. If you do have any questions, the internet is the perfect source. You can just Google anything. Wikipedia is very good for having a lot of ham radio information. You need to take practice tests as you go along, especially before you get ready to take an exam. You want to get to the point where you're scoring up in the 85, 90, 90 plus range, and you won't have any problem on the test unless you choke, which I had one student who was doing 90s and choked and missed half the questions. Took it again and missed one. At a different place. Maybe that had something to do with it. Just feel free to ask any questions. I got Byron here to try to keep you straight. I might misspeak, have something totally wrong, so let me know. This is a list of a lot of the websites that have practice exams. Most people think that hamstudy.org is the best one. You can use any of them or all of them. I guess the ARRL one for general, I think you have to be a member. I know you don't for the technician. You may have to be a member for the general. The other ones, I believe, are all free. This one is called Element 3 for general. The technician was Element 2. I believe novice was Element 1, which is no longer given. It's 35 multiple choice questions. You have 4 choices. You have to get 26 or more out of 35 to pass. Getting a perfect score is bragging rights, but it doesn't really matter as long as you pass. There's approximately 454 questions in the question pool. We will go through all of them. There's 10 sub-elements, so we're doing 2 sub-elements each week. And there's 35 groups of questions. Each one of the sub-elements may have 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 groups in them. So that will depend on how many questions come out of that sub-element. So you get 1 question per group. To take the test, you need a form of ID, normally your driver's license. You need your FRN number, which everybody should have because they already have a call sign, correct? No?
Don't have money.
Okay. Well, you'll have to have an FRN number before you can take the exam.
Yep.
It's a fairly easy process. Now, if you've got, do you have a GMRS or anything?
Yep, got the GMRS.
It'll be the same FRN.
Didn't know that.
Bring 2 pencils. They're preferred over ballpoint pen because if you make a mistake, you can't erase it.
I'm gonna find out. It's expired 15 years.
You may need a calculator. There are about 3, maybe 4 questions we're going to go over, depending on how good you are with math in your head. You may or may not need a calculator. I can probably show you some tricks where you can approximate it. Normally, the answers on the test are not close enough together that if you get in the ballpark, you can figure out which is the right one. You can't bring any notes. If you have to write down calculations or the little pie chart to remember Ohm's law or any of that stuff, you can do it on the back of the answer sheet. The examiners get very upset if you mark on the exam booklet because they reuse them. And when you're going through the test, read all 4 answers before you answer, because you may hit one and it sounds right, so it's not quite, and there's one that's a better answer. I think John may know that. And sometimes all of the choices are correct is the correct answer, which is why you need to read them all.
And 60 years ago, we got to use a slide rule.
Yeah. And that,
60 years ago, you had to use the slide rule.
you still can, because it doesn't store any information.
That's
right. Good. You see, I need to stop. Recording.
Such slide rules. Yes.